Hello students, welcome back on our e-learning platform of GS College of Commerce Varna. Today I will continue your e-lecture for the subject Business Management BCom for BCom Part 1, same second. Okay, in last lecture we have started our unit 2, that is planning, and today we will further consider the points which are covered in syllabus, and accordingly today we will see what are the different forms of planning, different kinds or types of planning. See, why there is a need of planning. Each and every organization adopting planning, rather planning is the first and foremost and primary function of management. Every activity, every work of management starts with plan. Planning means what? Considering the things required for the future, considering in advance. Okay, the things which are discussed before taking any action for the future use, that is known as planning. Okay, the thing which is decided in advance is planning. Okay, in your day-to-day life, in your routine life, you are also yourself following plan. Okay, you plan to go for a movie, you plan to go for any trip, you plan to go to any marriage of your relatives, of your brother or sister. That is what is planning. So planning is essential and a very primary function of management. Now with reference to the management, how planning is related or how planning is required, that we have seen the importance and the characteristics or features of planning in our last lecture. Today we will see what are the forms of planning. Okay, long term planning and short term planning, or it is also known as long range and short range planning. So what are the points which are considered or which are required for making plans? Because plans are made for the future, and in that planning process, while preparing different plans, the earlier plans are also referred by the management for the sake of removing or for the sake of what do you say that for the sake of removing any difficulties which are supposed to raise in future. Okay, so what are the point of discussion in case of long term planning and in case of short term planning? Okay, if the planning is for a long term, in for a long range, and that range is for 5 years or more, and if the planning is for the period of short range or short period, then it will be for up to 1 year, and that up to 1 year starts with maybe monthly planning, maybe quarterly, maybe half yearly, up to 1 year. So time factor is one of the important component of making plans for the business. Now what it deals with? Now long range planning deals with mission, long term goals and strategies, whereas short range planning deals with current operations of an organization. Daily, day-to-day routine work is considered in short-term planning. Now, what are the primary focus for long-term planning? Organizations linkage with the external factor. Now, organizations linkage with external factor means what? See, when the planning is made for more than a year or up to 5 years or say up to 2 years or 3 years, and see, when the organizations are running since many years, means they are already running their businesses, running their business activities since 5 years, 10 years or more than that, then in that case they have to think each and every factor which is linked with the organization. Okay, for example, who are their suppliers, maybe their requirements, those are considered in planning. Okay, now there are some people with whom the businessman is engaged in the business. Okay, that time they can make such planning, deciding or considering the requirement of their other partners, of their other suppliers. That is known as organizations linkage with external factors. Whereas in case of short-term planning, linkage with various parts of organization, because in case of short-term planning, each and everything is considered at a very small level or at a very what you say, micro level. So primary focus is made on linkage with various parts of organization, whereas in case of long run, linkage with external factors. Now what it impacts? The main thing is the impact of planning, how it is important and how it creates its impact. In case of long run, demands changes in the structure resource allocation. As we have seen that planning must be flexible. Now flexible means what? Whatever the changes which are required on time to be made in case of planning, there the demand changes in the structure of the resource allocation. It deals with that your planning must be very flexible and easy to change, so that any timely changes which are supposed to be made in that plan, so your plan must be flexible and easy to make or to accept the changes. In case of short run, operates with the existing structure and resources. See, there is a big difference between long run and short run planning. Generally, the short run planning is made for the sake of current or routine work of the organization, whereas the long term plan is made for the complete future use or for considering the coming factors which may arise in the future, that is long term planning. Now uncertainty. Uncertainty, the business, every business starts with risks and uncertainty. So uncertainty is such a kind of factor which is considered in case of planning on a very top level. Now in case of long run, it goes too far into the future. The risk and uncertainty level is very high in case of long run planning. Because, for example, you are making a plan for 5 years and now you are in 2020 or 21 and you are doing planning for 2026 and 27. You don't know what might be the condition in the future. So, because the future is uncertain, the risk and uncertainty level in case of long run planning is very much high as compared to the short run. In case of short run, the time horizon is limited and the risk associated with the uncertainty level is little bit low, because changes, the flexibility of the plan can be adopted easily in case of short run. Now, who is preparing those plans? Long run plans are prepared by the top management, whereas short run plans also. Means short range planning, of course, there is the involvement of top management, but lower level executives or the departmental heads, the persons who are responsible for that specific departments, they are preparing these plans, and then these plans are accepted, or these plans are signed and approved by the top level management. So this is what is forms of planning. Now what are the features? Okay, now we have discussed the forms of plans, long run and short run. Now long run planning, long time planning, long range planning are generally strategic, whereas short range planning are operational. Now what it means? Operational means the routine job which is going and which is in running. I mean to say operation means which is in a continuous use. So short run or short range or short run planning is known as operational, whereas long run or long range, long term planning is known as strategies. Different strategies are considered in case of long term planning. Now time horizon, again we have seen in case of the features and other points which I discussed in the last PPT. Here again time horizon, here it is 5 years or more, or here it is under 1 year or up to 1 year. Now purpose, to adopt the external environment based on internal strengths, and in case of short run, implements internal goals. Okay, every organization is setting their goals, setting their objectives, and those objectives and goals are generally for a year or for the certain period. So it implements internal goals. Activity control, total institutional performance is controlled in case of long run, whereas in case of short run, internal tasks and operations are generally controlled and considered in case of short run. Decision range, relatively enduring, and this is short run. Means relatively enduring means it is for a long period, long duration, whereas it is a short run. Organizational level involved, who is involved in strategic planning? Top management. And in case of short run or short range planning and of operational planning, middle and lower level management is generally involved in case of short run planning. Then basis of planning, primarily judgmental. In case of short run, exact data and standards used. See, because the long term planning is for a longer period and where there is a high risk and uncertainty. But in case of short run planning, exact data, the collection of information is very peculiar and perfect. So, specific standards are used in case of short run operational planning. Predictability, uncertain, and this is highly certain because you know what you have to do in the next month, how much money is required for the expenditure in the coming months. So that is certain. Means there may be some changes, but not in as compared to the long run. It is the changes or the flexibility is little bit low in case of short run, whereas it is very uncertain in case of long run. Anticipated accuracy within 25% within 2 or 3 months. Means the changes which are supposed to be made in these kind of different times, it is 25% in long run, it is 2 or 3% in short run. And then management functions involved, planning and forecasting dominant, and it is control primarily. Which one? Short run, short range planning are controlled primarily, and the long run planning, these planning and forecasting is dominant in this case. Okay, management have to make lots of planning. They have to refer the earlier data, what might happen in future. They have to forecast the things. So planning and forecasting are the dominant factors, whereas it is controlled primarily. Which one? Short run. Management control of outcomes. Slightly contingency plans required. Almost complete single option plans are used because these plans are made by the middle level or a lower level management, but in case of long run planning, these are made by the top level management. So there is slight contingency plans required, whereas it is almost complete. Now, after going through with all the features, you will find that the maximum times the business enterprises, the businessmen, they are following short run plannings. But for the sake of uncertainty of the future, they are making long run plans also, which these long run plans are nothing but the strategies on which the management is going to work. So, generally in routine work, in day-to-day working, the short run planning is adopted, whereas long run plan are the strategies which are segregated, which are prepared by the top level management. Clear? Now we will move on to further slide. Types of plans. Now the plans were classified on the basis of application in the organization. Just now I have told you the short run plans are generally followed by the organization. Then that organization may be a small organization or big organization, but generally the short term plans are followed by the maximum organization. So plans were classified on the basis of application in the organization as follows. Standing plans, single use plans. So standing plan includes what? Objectives, different policies and strategies of the organization, procedures which were prepared by the top level management, then methods, on what methods the company will run and what will be the rules and regulations of the organizations. Those are considered in standing plans. Means these factors, which one? Objectives, policies and strategies, procedures, methods, rules, these are the factors which are considered in standing plans. Whereas single use plans includes what? It includes programs, schedules, projects and budgets, because this is related somehow with the short term planning, short time period planning. So it includes programs, schedules, projects and budgets, whereas standing plans includes objectives, policies, procedures, methods and rules. So that is why it is called types and different kinds of plans. Now along with the plans there are always policies comes. Means what is policy now? Now the policies are guidelines or general limits within which the members of an enterprise act. Okay. For example, there is a HR policy. Okay, there is a accounts policy. What HR policy says, or what are the contents of HR policies? Now HR means human resource policy, which is completely related with the employees, with the persons who are working in that organization. Then you can imagine that what kind of points may be considered in human resource policy. Can anyone say? The things like timings, at what time employees will enter into the office, what time they should leave the office, okay, what are the what you say, the rules and regulations for the yearly leaves they are getting in the organization. All this is the part of human resource. So who will decide those policies? Obviously the top levels management. Okay, they are first making the plans, and then their plans, their outcomes which are discussed in certain plans are getting converted into preparation of policies. So policies are the guidelines or general limits within which the members of the organizations are working or acting. They are general statements or understandings which guide thinking and action. So what are the policies? No employee will accept any gift from any supervisor, any supplier except for the token gifts of the purely nominal or advertising value. See, when a businessman is engaged in any manufacturing business, okay, in that case, again, I just now I have given you the HR policy examples. It is related with the same only. Means the employees are not allowed to accept any gift from the supplier. The company will provide you, the company will offer you the gift, like a yearly gift in new year, maybe the gift once in a year, like on the occasion of Diwali. But who will give? The company itself will give, but the supplier who is outsider. So the no employee is allowed to accept the gift from the supplier except any small diary. If any diary, if any pen they are giving as a gift, that will, okay, that will do. But any cash amount if they are paying to any employee, it means they are breaking the rules, they are working against the policies of the organization. So that will not be tolerated by the management. Next is, each employee will proceed on the week's vacations each year. Just now whatever the yearly vacations, yearly holidays which are mentioned in the HR policy, other than that the employees are allowed to take leaves, but they have to follow the policy of the organization. No employee will accept any outside employment. Policy is an expression. Now, what is policy? Policy is an expression of intentions of top management. What management wants, how their employees will work is the policy. Policy is long lasting. Once the policy is prepared, then it will go long for 5 years, 10 years. Okay, and certain changes will be made considering the uh, current updates or the current what you say, the situations in the market. Now policy is developed with the active participation of top management. Policy is in writing. Okay, when the things are in writing, it means no one can change that. The employees has to follow the things which are mentioned in the policies. So today we will stop here, and in the next lecture we will come with decision making. Thank you.